Bow, chicka wow wow. Good evening. Welcome to another episode of Elkivate Your Life. I am your hostess with the mostess, L as in the letter L, and key as in the key to your heart. Thank you for joining me on this Wisdom Wellness Wednesday, January the 8th. Okay, so let's get into it. Lots to talk about, ask, suggest, inquiring minds want to know. Okay, so riddle me this, Batman. Have any of you ever experienced Precordial Catch Syndrome? For those of you that don't know, allow me to educate. Precordial Catch Syndrome is a sharp pain that appears without warning on the left side of your chest, near your heart. It's not a medical emergency, but you may want to talk to a healthcare provider. Medical experts aren't sure what causes it, but it often appears when you don't sit or stand straight, and it goes away within a few minutes. Okay, y'all. So I experienced this today and I was like, oh, probably. I'm like, do you ever get that feeling where it feels like your lung is stuck to your ribs? That's literally how most people explain it or try to describe it to somebody that doesn't know what you're talking about or what the random pain is. So this morning, woke up a little tired, so instead of my usual 1 cup of coffee, I decide to have 2 to make sure I can get through my workday. Now, as most of you know, I work as a special education aide, Fallon Middle School. Love my job. I don't do it for the money, although obviously that's a perk, right? But I do it for the love of the kids, the love of the school, the district, making a difference, teaching, just providing life skills to special ed students. What do I mean by special ed students? I mean autism. I mean Down syndrome, ADD, ADHD, personality disorder. Oh God, there's a very long list. So anyway, and it's interesting. My daughter, Brooklyn Cherix, would say, "Oh, Mom, Mama Elkie, all you are is just a mom on steroids, so it's perfect for you." And I have to say, that kind of is my approach. Anyway, going back to my condition, or what I thought was my condition. So today I had the symptoms of the sudden stabbing pain on the left side of my chest, and it only affects a small area and it goes away quickly. Okay, so mine started around lunchtime today, which is around, let's see, Wednesday schedule, it was around the 11-ish hour. And it did not go away until the 5 o'clock hour. So going back to my question, riddle me this, Batman. What the heck was that? Going back to what I was saying earlier, instead of the 1 cup of coffee, I had 2 this morning. Couldn't help but notice, was feeling a little bit bloated from the coffee. I'm like, yep, I got the bubble guts, or so I thought. I was like, oh, too much caffeine, agitated my abdomen, my stomach, whatever. And so I was feeling bloated. I was feeling not good. And then I started having the random pain. I'm like, okay, what the heck is this? Like, oh, it usually passes within a few minutes. Nope, sure didn't. I took my dear friend, coworker, Nurse Keisha's advice. She was like, try massaging it, try drinking water. Everyone had all the tricks of the trade. Oh, try sitting this way. I was like trying to sit in all these different positions while being an aide in all of these classes. Tried walking it off, tried drinking water, tried using the bathroom, tried stretching, all these things, and it wouldn't go away. So, was it precordial catch syndrome? And they're saying, I was reading about it, it says, no, precordial catch syndrome isn't serious. It's a common, harmless condition. There's no association between precordial catch syndrome and heart or lung disease. It talks about, it happens to like older children, teenagers, young adults. It appears suddenly, usually when you're exhibiting poor posture at rest, like you're slouching on the couch or a chair, or it may occur during light physical activity like walking. Only affects a small area, usually no bigger than one or two fingertips, and it doesn't spread out or radiate to other areas. It gets worse when you take deep breaths, which may cause you to take short, shallow breaths. You may be afraid to take a deep breath when the pain occurs. Goes away quickly, may just last a few seconds or up to 3 minutes. No other symptoms or physical changes. Okay, so what the heck was it that I had? I would like to know. So if any of you have any ideas, thoughts, opinions, if you're a doctor, if you're a nurse, if you're someone that's experienced this, I would love to hear your thoughts and or opinions. Because quite frankly, I came home and I was like, I need to walk my dog and then lay down on the heating pad until it goes away. Meanwhile, hubby comes home. Did you call the doctor? Did you do that? No, no, no. And yeah, just bizarre. So was it the coffee? Was it the caffeine? Was it me walking from lunch to the back to the classroom that triggered it? And why did it last so many hours? So many questions. It does indicate that some of these things can arise, like if you have stress or anxiety from, wondering what this is. Definitely did, but certainly wasn't trying to self-diagnose, was just like, what the heck is that? When you're, and I was trying to describe it and people are like, oh yeah, yeah, oh, it's probably gas bubble, it's probably this, probably that. I don't know what the heck it was, y'all, but this girl, your girl, has been going through it. And I have to say, I feel like I'm in the best shape of my life. I recently lost 25 pounds on the eating one meal a day, semi-fasting, intermittently fasting, eating fruit and vegetables, high protein, minimal carbs. Now I need to take my ass to the gym. So any of you gym rats out there want to lend a helping hand to this 56-year-old, I could really use your help. In fact, I've been watching all of the advertising videos that pop up, on your feed, whether it's Facebook or Instagram, whatever, where it's like, okay, do this for your butt, do this for your arms, do this for your legs. Okay, I'm watching all the things. I know the things I need to do. Now I just need to take my ass into the gym and implement them. But this first week back of school, only day 2, yesterday came home with lower backache and I don't know what the heck was going on. And then today this. So, and then tomorrow, hair appointment after work. So, yeah, looks like I'll be starting on Saturday because we have a birthday party on Friday night. So, that being said, moving right along, I want to make sure I give a shout out to my loyal listeners and the people who follow me, listen to me, give me comments, give me feedback. Let's see if I can remember everyone this time. Shout out to Travis Lemire, who always gives me helpful insight and feedback. Thank you very much, Travis. Always giving me ideas and suggestions on how I could switch it up, what I could talk about. Thank you to Kara Kitchell, who always manages to find the time to send in a fan mail. Thank you so much, Kara. Appreciate you, especially because Kara and Tom are always working on something on their house, the deck, the yard, the truck, their artwork. I mean, the list goes on and on. So God bless you, Kara and Tom. Let's see, Carly Muser. I don't know if you have been loyally listening, but if you are, thank you. Rain Burleson, hopefully you're still a loyal listener. Thank you to you both, and would love to have more fan mail aside from Kara's. Also, to my loyal subscribers, Lisa Roberts Curbello, mwah, thank you. Thank you for being a loyal supporter. Appreciate you. Hope to see you at the birthday party on Friday. What? Jeff Pata, namaste. Appreciate you so much. And when I get my other microphone, I would like to have you both on the show. Let's talk about things. We can talk about how to protect your peace or how to run a successful business. Shout out to Mike Kaufman. And last but not least, Nicole Sedano. And since we're talking about Nicole Sedano, as I've mentioned before, Zacky's Sweet Treats. Talk about hostess with the mostest or host with the most. Well, this fabulous family, the Sedano family, was kind enough to allow me to taste their delicious, delectable cookies. They have a variety of options. I don't remember all of them off the top of my head, so bear with me while I look them up so I may share, because I have to tell you, they brought all over all the delectables and mwah, chef's kiss. And currently, Zachy is taking orders for his cookies and offering 20% off now through the 31st using the code autism when checking out. So just to give you an idea of the delicious cookies. By the way, you guys have heard me talk about this before. Our baker is pretty special. He is a 21-year-old man with autism and is navigating this world with the help from his mom, learning life skills. Such a sweet family, too, I have to tell you. I hope that you all will decide to order the cookies. We have Martin Luther King holiday coming up. That's a 3-day weekend. Maybe you have a birthday party, maybe some sort of family event. Also Valentine's Day. Hello. Some of the cookie flavors are red velvet with white chocolate chip, chocolate chip, chocolate peanut butter chip, birthday cake with sprinkles, and they don't advertise this one. So, Nicole, Zachy, forgive me if I add another one to the recipe list, but the snickerdoodles, I couldn't help myself. I don't think I shared a one with the hubby. I think maybe I allowed my daughter Brooklyn, who came over for a visit with Christmas muffins. I think I allowed her to try a bite or something, maybe, possibly. I don't know. But anyway, subscribe to their emails. They are fresh baked cookies from their home to yours. They can be shipped to you. Also, if you are close enough by, you may be fortunate enough to where they can deliver. But yeah, you can see the pictures of the cookies and see the prices. Very reasonably priced, I have to say. And so, yeah, I encourage you, support this young man. He's such a bright young man. And just the fact that I have made and created some very heartfelt, valuable friendships through social media is just crazy to me. I began following them because she used to post her and her son in the car going to the grocery store, and just his smile is so infectious, and the unconditional love that she has for her son and her family, which we're thinking, well, yeah, she's the mom, duh. I have to tell you, I've been around many a family, and not all of them have just this unconditional love and patience. Speaking of patience, okay, I can attest to this. So, as most of you may or may not know, if you've been a frequent listener, so not only do I work with middle school special ed kids, but my husband falls into that category. He is also on the spectrum. He has Asperger's. And I'll be honest, the man's got a list. So, talking about having all of the patience. So, not only do I go to school and work around these kids and have patience to teach them, and I'm helping them to teach them life skills like how to be socially aware in certain surroundings, which I take pride in because a lot of them don't know. They don't know social cues. And so it's my job not just to educate them, but also to educate the kids that they interact with, to be kind and be warm and, you know, not treat them like an outsider or an alien. It's just their brains operate differently, hence on the spectrum. Anyway, it does require a lot of patience. So hats off to you, Nicole. Just your unconditional love that you show to him and the family. And it's so commendable. It just reminds me how patient I have to be when I get a little bit impatient with my hubby and his forgetful ways or lack of social awareness. I mean, the man's 61 years old. He just got diagnosed at 60. So you can imagine the struggles that he may have had going through life, trying to mask his conditions. And that's what a lot of them do is they learn all of these masking techniques, and even their way of bonding with others is different. And I could talk on this topic forever because I have studied it. I am making it a point to learn about how they process things, how they learn things, how they communicate, how their bonding styles, communication styles are so different. For example, info dropping. Info dropping is their way of trying to bond with you. So some of us might be thinking, good God, this person is just full of themselves. Like they're just talking about them and they haven't asked about me in my day. Well, there you go. That's why. Anyway, a little insight to the world of special ed kids and or adults. So going back to Zacky's Sweet Treats, of course, I will include the website in my podcast notes, but I wanted to make sure to let you know. It is www.zackysweettreats.com and code word autism to receive 20% off your order up until the 31st. I sincerely hope that all of you will reach out and support this wonderful cause. Help this boy out. Help him become master baker. And who knows, maybe we'll see him on TV one day where they're in those baking competitions. How cool would that be? Oh my gosh. Wouldn't that be cool, Nicole? Shout out to Nicole Sedano. Okay, moving right along. My dog over here. Any of you have any pets out there? Well, my dog Chanel is a Shih Tzu Pekingese Pug mix and love her to pieces. But tell me why every time I'm recording on my podcast, she decides that she wants to sit up and look at me and say, Mommy, please open the bedroom door so I can go out to the living area or whatever area and explore. Or she decides to eat her food and then hop on my bed and start doing the little nesting thing that the dogs do, where they jump up on the bed and start doing their nesting thing. They start digging as if they were in the wild to create sort of a little nook for them to sleep in. And without fail, no matter what time I start my podcast, this girl wants to come and do that and ends up knocking over pillows and making all kinds of noise. So if you've ever heard her in the background, the occasional, yeah, that's my dog Chanel. I love you, babies. Okay, well, not much else to share with y'all other than let me not forget about Montreux bling hats. If you are looking for a Western hat with some flair, highly recommend Montreux bling hats. Quite fashionable, reasonably priced. She is a local for those of you that are in the Tri-Valley area, and has a variety of colors and styles, and I am a proud owner of possibly two, if I can't end up gifting to this one to my daughter, provided we can trade for another color, as Bonnie so kindly and graciously agreed. And I'm thinking I should gift one to Kara Kitchell, who always, like I said, is on my fan mail, giving me ideas and reaching out and telling me how much she loves and enjoys my podcast. And last but not least, let me not forget Sarah Aggie, Nancy Nottage. Who am I leaving out? I mean, I want to say my girl Lisa Johnson, but she's like, oh, I listened to a part of it. I listened to a little bit. I listened to half. And I'd like to say Brooklyn Cherrick's my daughter, who has kind of fallen off as far as listening to me. I imagine because it's not exciting and juicy enough, and she listens to other podcasts, and she works remotely, and she is mainly the one that manages the household while Ajay, her boyfriend, is away. I don't know. I don't really know what the reason is, but some of my listeners, my loyal listeners, have sort of drifted. So, trying to reel you back in, trying to bring you back to listening to me, y'all. I would appreciate it. I guess that's it for now. I would like to have kind of a moment of silence. We, over winter break, lost one of our beloved 7th grade students. Such a tragedy. So I wanted to just give a moment of silence to 7th grader Durga Kanamata Reddy, who passed away over the winter break. So sorry. My deepest condolences, heartfelt thoughts, prayers, everything out to the family. I'm sure this has got to be hard, not just to them, but fellow students. I don't know the details of it. Obviously, it is a tragic loss. Thank you all for allowing us to have that moment of silence and sending positive thoughts and prayers out to those SoCal people that have lost their homes in the terrible fires. I hope that the survivors are in a safe place. I thank you to the firemen who are putting out the fires. And I just hope that during this time of need that people are coming together and, love thy neighbor. Let's all be kind and thoughtful and just giving, whatever that means or looks like to you, because we never know, right? Anyway, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for listening. Appreciate all of you. I usually leave you with my RSS feed and ask you to, if you would like to become a sponsor or a subscriber, RSS feed https://feeds.buzzsprout.com 2323357.rss. Or if you want to become a subscriber, simply go to buzzsprout.com. You can go on and sponsor me, become a supporter of the show for as little as $3, as much as $10. It allows you to choose a fan emoji that represents you. And currently, I am doing shout outs to all of you for this. I am going to get to a point, like I said, where I will have you as a guest on the show. We can chat about whatever your expertise is. I would love to do that. Or maybe I sponsor you, your business, your interests. Maybe I talk about it. Maybe I give a shout out to it. So yes, thank you to my subscribers and to all my sponsors whom I've spoken to and said they are interested. Shout out to Sunshine Saloon, Bob, hello. Still waiting for your phone call, buddy. I'll probably see you this weekend, so I'll do a follow-up. Who else? Oh, yes. And my girl Annie at Glow Medical Aesthetics in downtown Pleasanton, who specializes in skin healthcare, skincare. It's basically a medical spa. And their reviews, 5 stars. Can't ask for better than that, can you? Annie is wonderful. Love her. And the other businesses I frequent, Persimmon Dental, and they're supposed to be becoming a sponsor. I don't know what happened. It was supposed to be before the month of December, and not sure what happened. But Teresa, give me a call. Give me an email. Would love to hear what happened. And can we still make this happen? Such a wonderful, welcoming staff. And I have to tell you, I had a fear of the dentist because all of the childhood trauma, 11 fillings all at once. Not so great experiences growing up. So the doctors and the staff are all amazing, gentle, thorough, and I just love them. And who else? American Cancer Discovery Shop. Been donating and shopping there for years, located on Santa Rita Road. It's an upscale thrift store, and the proceeds go towards cancer, which has a special place in my heart. So thank you all for listening, for tuning in. That's all I have for now. Namaste and ciao for now.